Hello and welcome to another Night's Forge. Today we are picking up something that's very important to my little heart. We're in Wobbly. Who names these places? So we're in Wobbly and we're going to be picking up a power hammer. That's right, an absolute massive power hammer with that trailer. I can barely grip the steering wheel, I'm slipping all over the place. I'm so excited. Yeah. Honestly, driving up, my hands are a bit sweaty. Oh, awesome. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. It's such... Honestly, that's so cool.
It's not too big, which is great.
No, that's perfect. And that's the broken bit.
This bit here. There.
All right, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I actually never realized. I thought this was just like a solid pin. It's not, it's two arms that push out and then there's like, they run up and down the sides there. That's so cool. This is honestly perfect. It would be an epic project. Honestly, I can't believe it. It's just such a bit of history. And these bolts aren't, this is because it has cracked off and this is the repair, because this isn't meant to be like that. This is so cool! Oh, that's epic!
So I thought my workshop was cool, and then walking into Will's, it was a whole different experience. It was like walking to his mind. Looking up, you would see like absolutely mad creations just made out of anything you could find. Some of them have been instruments, some of them have been big creatures, and it was just awesome walking around, and everywhere you looked there was a new thing, and I definitely had to try a few of them.
Ooh!
And one of the rooms he took us to the top, it was to create tornadoes, which is incredible. Like, who comes up with these ideas? I had absolutely amazing time walking around his workshop.
Honestly, I can't wait to just strip it all back, make it look all pretty, and then just paint it some horrible colour. Don't worry, we won't be doing that. Absolutely bogan. Good. So a lot of people ask my height because they think I'm quite tall, and I'm 5'11", so...
What? No, you're not. Mate,
come on, give me the extra
you're
inch.
5'8".
Come on, 5'10".
You're 5'8". Back.
Might only be 3 feet tall, but... I'm a wizard, Harry! So we're going to try lean it on its side and then put it in the trailer flat, and then we're going to chalk it up so it's not leaning on the wheel, it's going to be like leaning on here and back here. So that's the power hammer loaded and it fits in the trailer absolutely perfectly. It's like it was almost made for size. We were really hoping when we came here, it'd be like, you know how you buy something off of like Wish or something, and it comes like this size? We were hoping that, but it turned out it's pretty big. Maybe I'm the first person to walk on a power hammer like this. It's everything! So heavy.
Good thing I helped.
You're so good at helping, honestly.
Look, people want to see what you're doing, mate. I got to film.
They gotta film.
Otherwise, people don't get to see what you get up to.
I know. Hello, hello. We're home. Let's get this power hammer out in the workshop. Nice wee loop around here. So we're gonna put it down over here, tilt it up so it's standing back up again, and then we're gonna drag it down to the workshop. Probably not drag it, put it into the workshop. Right, what's your prediction? How much smaller is that than the Pilkington?
Height, I think 10 inches shorter.
I'm gonna go 2 inches shorter. 64.5 inches.
Is it the same?
Oh my
Is it
goodness.
taller than the Pilkington?
Oh my goodness. If I'm measuring from the top of them bolts, it's 64 inches. No, it's not even. It's 63 and a half. It's 63 and a half. So it's bigger than the Pilkington, and that's from the top of them bolts.
Yikes.
We thought it was tiny.
Yeah, the picture made it look small.
The Pilkington is pretty tiny, to be honest. So why did I buy another power hammer? Well, I got it because it was so cheap, but the reason it was cheap is because there is quite a few things broken on it. It is an absolute epic casting, and I was like, I cannot let it pass. I bought it for 675 quid, which is, I still think it's an absolute steal, and I'm so thankful to the guy. I'm very thankful for Frederick for selling it to me and dealing with me, which wasn't that easy, and Will for helping us load it and showing us around his amazing workshop. Some of the things that are wrong with it is the bottom base is cracked and the head is cracked, which is pretty much shattered, I think. So what I'm going to try to do is remove everything and then see what has happened. We're going to wire brush it and see if there's any other things that we need to find that we'll need to fix. I think there's going to be a few. And because I'm not 2 feet tall, I'll need a base to carry it up, and I think it's going to be around about 18 inches tall. And then we're going to fill it with concrete, and it's going to be lovely. Start stripping. So this is the other part of the cracked casing. So it's cracked here and it's cracked along here. And so I think we're going to remove these bolts. I don't think it's worth welding this. I think it'll be too difficult for everything. So I'm thinking like maybe just take it somewhere and then skim it, or skim it ourselves, and then make a new plate, a new mounting plate, and then put it on like that. They don't feel like they come out. Look at that. So the reason why that is so bent is because all the pressure of the wedges, when it pushes it out into this way, it's just made the bolt almost shear, which is quite crazy because That takes a lot of doing. So the cast didn't actually crack and break from the force of pushing it against each other. What actually happened to cause this break was the lad that bought it before me, he bought it and they delivered it on a pallet. And everyone knows how much power hammers hate pallets. And the power hammer fell through the pallet and fell on its face and cracked all this and then the head. And so he tried to repair it, and these were the repairs. So because welding cast is a pain, so this was a much better option to him. I don't blame him, but I think we're going to do it a little bit differently. It's painful to see a power hammer break like this, but it'll be fixed soon. Aaron's brown. Right, so everything's disassembled, and now we are going to scrape all crap off of it, and this is probably one of my favorite parts. So that is us finished cleaning up the frame and all the parts that we're not going to fabricate again. What we're going to do with the color of it is we're going to keep it the exact same, and we're just going to lacquer it, and you can see how awesome it looks like this. So I just kind of want to keep it and just do it the exact same as the pins on my anvil stand, and we're just going to do the exact same thing with it because it just looks so good. And there's like scars in the casting and other bits and bobs, and just nice. So this is the part that we're not going to repair. What we're going to do is fabricate a whole new unit. Because welding all these cast, I think it would just be too unreliable. This bit's broken off, and I think it's seen better days. And to be fair, I think fabricating a new one, it'll be quite easy. Famous last words, but I honestly do think it'll be quite easy. I think the worst thing it'll be is getting this intolerance, but you can adjust it on the power hammer after we put it all back together. And I'm actually really looking forward to fabricating it in the next part. Come on.